honorable guests, distinguished delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This seminar is first of its kind in our region, the SADC region, and it is hosted by the South African government through the Department of International Relations and Cooperation and the Department of Mineral Resources in partnership with the International Seabed Authority and the South African Council for Geoscience. In 2013, during the 19th session of ESA in Kingston, the South African delegation approached the Secretary General, His Excellency Ndlovu, to explore the possibility of hosting a sensitization seminar in South Africa for SADC. He immediately agreed to this request. He has always held a view, and by the way, this is a view that we share with him, that Africa needs to understand the workings of the Seabed Authority, and that its scientists and researchers should be encouraged to participate in marine scientific research in high seas. And importantly, that our governments need to understand the potential and opportunities the seas hold for development, while at the same time ensuring that we protect the seas. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are here today. The Honorable Minister has been serving in the government of South Africa since the dawn of democracy in 1994, starting off as a parliamentarian to the portfolio which he currently occupies. He has incredible experience in the field of governance and leadership and policymaking, having served as a chairperson of various parliamentary portfolio committees starting with public works, science and technology, communication, labor, and also the portfolio committee on minerals and energy there. He has also been a whip for the portfolio committee on communication. He's an activist at heart and has contributed to civic and labor movement in South Africa at national, provincial, and local level, serving in various capacities within the ANC, within South African Trade Unions, COSATU, within NAM, and the South African Communist Party, amongst other organizations. He's a skilled negotiator, skilled policymaker, and brings strategic thinking to various leadership positions that he holds. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome the Deputy Minister of Minerals and Energy, Honorable Oliver.
The importance of this seminar is highlighted by the following call from the UN General Secretary, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, during the 20th anniversary of the establishment of the authority, and I quote, "The concept of the common heritage of mankind, represented by the seabed, ocean floor, and its subsoil beyond the limits of national jurisdiction, was a major innovation in the international law. This replaced uncertainties concerning the future of the seabed with a regime of shared benefits and responsibilities for all states, including landlocked ones. Today, at a time when ocean-based economic development is at the top of many governments' agendas, we understand better than ever the far-reaching implications as well as the benefits of the regime contained in the United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, unquote. Recognizing the economic and technological imbalance between developed and developing countries, UNCLOS, and especially its Part 11, places emphasis on the equitable sharing of benefits derived from the minerals of the area. As you may recall, the promulgation of the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 2749 of 1970 on the Declaration of Principles Governing the Seabed and Ocean Floor states recognize that the deep seabed beyond national jurisdiction should be preserved for peaceful purposes and is the common heritage of mankind, CHN. This customary norm is restated in Articles 136 and 137 of the UNCLOS. There are certain core components of the CHM principles which are recognized in the customary international law. And they state that no state may validly subject any part of the CHM to its sovereignty. The CHM shall be reserved for peaceful purposes and for the benefit of future generations. As such, the management of the CHM is a collective responsibility which must be for the benefit of all nations. The CHM principle therefore provides for conservation and environmental protection, as well as exploitation linked to benefit sharing, monitoring and non-monitoring. The sharing therefore of information and scientific data, as well as the transfer of knowledge through inter alia training programs and other capability building measures, as provided for in Articles 242 and 244 of UNCLOS, are a form of benefit sharing. The regime governing the outer continental shelf may also assist in defining possible options for a benefit sharing regime linked to produce development of scientific research based on sampling activities in the area beyond national jurisdiction. Throughout the 20 years of its existence, the member states of the authority have, as a collective, gained significant scientific and technological insight into the value of seas and oceans and their resources to our existence and well-being. The deep sea has always fascinated humankind as the most remote and enigmatic habitat on Earth. Much of the seafloor and its habitats remain unexplored and unmapped. Understanding the functioning and role of the deep ocean as a crucial part of our natural habitat is in the past, present, and future an imperative for our society. We look forward to hearing from some of our presenters about the results and applications of the latest research on the remote bio, hydro, and geospheres that are so important for life on Earth. About 90%, ladies and gentlemen, of all known species that live in the sea, in the oceans and seas, but within the environment, the seabed contains the highest biodiversity on the planet, with almost 98% of all marine species. Many of these species are highly specialized, some are very long-lived, and we are not yet at a point where we understand all those ecosystems in detail. These areas are now under varying degrees of pressure due to bottom trawling, hydrocarbon extraction, deep sea mining, and bioprospecting. The international deep seabed area consists of around 260 million square kilometers, compared to approximately 85 million square kilometers comprising exclusive economic zones. With under 0.5% of international ocean areas fully protected at present, despite the Aichi Target 11 of 2010 under the Convention on Biodiversity for 10% of marine biodiversity protected by 2020, the authority fulfills a crucial role in international oceans governance and marine conservation through its work to establish international rules, regulations, and procedures to prevent, reduce, and control pollution of the marine environment from activities in the deep sea area. A move towards more sustained economic growth using deep seabed requires expansion and integration of marine research across borders and amongst stakeholders. Sharing knowledge also, pooling of existing research and new technologies to technological development are essential for developing, strengthening, and implementing deep sea research. We hope, ladies and gentlemen, that this seminar will be an important contribution in achieving this objective, and ultimately as well to assist us in maintaining the balance between environmental protection and sustainable use of ocean resources. The marine environment is particularly important to Africa and its people. As the second biggest continent, Africa's total length of coastline, including its islands, is over 26,000 nautical miles. 38 African countries are either coastal or island states. The developmental agenda of the AU, or the African Union, promotes, amongst other things, human capital development and an improved standard of living. It is inclusive and based on human-centered approach to development where all social groups are engaged. The agenda sees an Africa using its own resources to take its rightful place in a multipolar, interreliant, and more equitable world. African countries, ladies and gentlemen, need to take up their meaningful place, not only in the work of the authority, but also in sharing the potential benefits of mineral exploitation in the international seabed, as well as in relevant marine research projects and results. It is also important to be fully aware of the opportunities for capacity building and technology transfer provided by contractors as part of their obligations for mineral exploitation in the international deep seabed, as well as by the authority's endowment fund for marine scientific research. The expiry of the first pioneer exploration licenses in early 2016 makes the development of the proposed mining code particularly urgent. Expiry of these licenses may mark the start of actual deep seabed mining, which has the potential to cause real and irreversible damage to the marine environment. In this regard, the authority has a crucial role to play to ensure a precautionary approach and full adherence to all the relevant provisions under UNCLOS by all role players. However, ladies and gentlemen, the world demand for minerals continue to increase, and some terrestrial resources are becoming depleted. In addition, deep sea resources often contain a higher concentration of valuable minerals than their terrestrial alternatives. Furthermore, many of the metals contained in seabed deposits are considered technology minerals and are increasingly required by high technology industries, including electronics and clean technologies, such as hybrid cars and wind turbines, and as opposed to the generally well-studied deposits on the land. Many of the resources at the bottom of the sea are yet to be discovered. In closing, this seminar presents us with the opportunity to deliberate and make recommendations on the following issues, amongst others. Ways and means for the countries of the SADC region and the various stakeholders to become more involved in the work of the International Seabed Authority in regulating deep seabed mineral exploration and exploitation, and promoting and conducting marine scientific research. Also, opportunities and challenges for policymakers, civil society, and mining industry in the exploration and exploitation of deep seabed mineral resources, as well as opportunities for collaborative research in deep seabed environmental and mineral resources aspects, including capacity building, technology transfer, and training provided to nationals from our respective countries, also through the authority's endowment fund, and contributions from the work of the authority and its member states to the protecting and preservation of the marine environment in the international seabed and to the ocean's governance in general. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to take this opportunity to wish you all fruitful deliberations and to our international visitors, free to stay on for a few more days and enjoy what South Africa has to offer. Thank you very much.